How are you, Andrew?
Good. Yourself?
Yeah, well, fantastic, mate. Listen, there hasn't been a boxing gym here before, and if there has, it's been a long time between fights. How did you start to do this, and why did you bring this about?
Well, firstly, yeah, there's another boxing gym out at Kangaloo.
Oh, okay.
Jim Maloney's, who I spent most of my career training with. Jim. It's always been a dream of mine to open a boxing gym, and it's one of them things you say, I'm going to do it next year, and finally 40 years old, and here we are.
Well, it looks very impressive. Now, what facilities and programs have you got for kids, teenagers and adults? How do you structure that?
Yeah, we've got we're opening 3 o'clock, so we're expecting to get the high school kids and also the younger kids coming through at that time.
What will they be doing? Is there a program? Or
we've got 2 trainers here, specialist trainers from Africa, from Ghana, over here specially to do the training. And the routine is going to be the general boxing routine. It's the skipping, shadow boxing, and when they get confident enough, we're going to get them in their sparring, and hopefully lead them into getting a champion out of someone. Now,
driving along here, we're in Railway Parade for all the listeners here, number 38. When I walked in the gym, I couldn't help but think about that film Fight Club. Now, are there going to be any fights here?
No.
There's not?
No, not here, no. It's, this is purely for training. We're looking for a venue in the Highlands that's going to be suitable to
put on fights?
To put on a fight, yeah.
Right. Now, when, will there be sparring? Will there be, is that what happens with the kids and the teenagers?
Yeah, they build up to sparring. It starts off light sparring and very controlled. If one opponent's a little bit heavier handed than the other, we'll pull them up. But certainly sparring to gain the confidence, not to take the confidence away.
Now, where can we find Southern Cross Boxing online, Andrew?
Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Southern Cross Boxing Bowral.
Yep.
And like us on Facebook.
It's fantastic. Thanks very much for talking to us.
No worries at all.
It's great to have a boxing training facility here in the Highlands. Here we have Isaac, who's one of the main trainers for the Southern Cross Boxing. Isaac, how did you get into boxing?
Oh, because I like the game, you know. I like the boxing is my favorite, so I decided to fight.
Yeah.
That's why I've been in the game, you know.
And are you a professional fighter as well?
Really, I'm a professional fighter.
Yeah. And what, you must get a lot out of it when you're teaching kids how to box, because there's a lot of self-confidence to know how to hold your hands up, just for one thing, you know, out in the world. Is that a good feeling for you guys when you're teaching kids?
Yeah, it's good, because in boxing, you have to learn hard, because if you want to be a world champion, or you want to be like somebody like Fred Mayweather or Oscar De La Hoya or Mandine or Shamose, you have to train hard. You have to listen what your coach will tell you. Then you listen. Because if you want to be a world champion, you have to listen very carefully. You have to train very hard, you know.
Talking to some of the lads there, Joseph and Isaac and Scott and things like that, I mean, what's it like managing a fighter? I mean, it's not...
Oh, it can be difficult. They're international boys, so I bring them over to Australia to compete with the top level Australians. So far they've come home with belts and win some, they lose some.
I like to fight a lot of fight in the street. Yeah. Maybe a day I can fight about 5 fights, street fight. So I got a friend, close friend of mine. His father called me one day and he told me, hey bro, what about you fighting every day on the street? What about if you go learn boxing one day, you can achieve something better.
Amazing.
And you can achieve something good and for you and your family.
Yeah. Okay, here we have Luke Turner. How's it going, Luke?
Good, mate.
Mate, tell us about what happened last week. You've had a bout and won against
Blake Ferguson.
Blake Ferguson. So was it on points or was it on knockout?
Nah, points.
Points, right.
It would have been good to knock him out, but only on points.
What do you like about boxing?
Oh, I just always had a knack for it, you know. I only started doing it 8 weeks ago, and just
really,
yeah,
that's incredible.
So I had an amateur fight, and then Terry got me into the professional ring, and had that fight last week. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've spoken to the fighters, we've spoken to trainers, we've seen the facilities. Looks like that this place is going to really go for it. It'd be great to have a lot of kids come down here. 2 words that ring throughout the interviews today is discipline and respect. It's not all just about punching people in the face. It's about fitness, and we're all looking forward to it. And I'll tell you something, Oz, I should get down here and lose a couple of kilos as well. But it's been great, and all the best to Southern Cross Boxing. That's us.